So let's get to this lesson. Quick, now. There's a bug in here. There's a little bug in here. I swear, these things are like immortal, these bugs. My Neighbor Totoro. Yes, it's a beautiful tune from the pen of Joe Hisaishi, 1988. Another Studio Ghibli song for you today. And yes, you are going to learn how to play My Neighbor Totoro on your cello. My name is Jonathan. Let's have some fun. I'm going to highlight some bits about the bow, but you're going to have to keep it on the string, all right? My first recommendation is to always restart in the middle of the bow, regardless of where you're at, because of the maintenance we need to employ on the A string. The initial touch on the A string is not firm. It is, well, present, but not, you want to avoid that stuff. You're not too rough on that. And you're going to do that throughout the whole piece. So let's take an example of this light bow. Starting in the middle of the bow, rehearsal A, measure 11. Remember to number your measures. So let the bow come off the string for this little motif. There it is again. And then on the string. Notice I haven't marked many bowings in this part because I think it should be up to your interpretation. Continuing on from measure 19, rehearsal B, it's very much the same thing. Let's take a closer look at what happens between measure 23 and 27 into 28. Just down bow at the end of 24. You're going to end down bow, lift your bow, but don't retake close to the talon. Bring it here into the middle of the bow, the middle half, and lightly. And you'll see an LH, meaning the lower half of the bow. Slow your bow. It's a long one. You'll notice I have written più lento here in measure 30 and then 31 a tempo. Più lento means a little slower. And the reason is my accompanist is human. And she took a little more time the first time around. So when you follow the video here on my YouTube channel, you'll notice a little bit of time is taken there. And since we're on the subject of tempo, look at the very beginning. Poco accelerando, I have written. And this indicates that she begins ever so slightly slow and then gets more and more excited. She liked the piece and thus she got a little more into it. And by the time she was playing at measure 11, rehearsal A, she was very much a tempo. And that was maintained really nicely. It does push a little bit throughout the piece. You'll notice it. So don't forget, we're all human here. Let's continue with the bow technique. Measure 35. Stay middle of the bow. Regardless of what you do, you have to do an up bow at the end of 36. Short. And then continue into the melody once again or the refrain in measure 39. Confidently play that A flat. And when you do that little staccato there, don't do it too hard. Don't do so much of a martelé. Do a little one, just a little flick of the finger. We continue on to the fun part in measure 43. And you want to stay very much on the string for the shift to the 5th position to the 4th, and then doing a quick little double up here in measure 45. I'll demonstrate a little slower. It is so quick. We'll work in the fingerings just a moment for the bow. Double up, pop, pop for that. And then moving on to measure 47, keep it on the string. then wait for it, 48. And so now is the time where I change cellos. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and turning on the notifications. Leave a comment if you want to, and share your love for Studio Ghibli and Joe Hisaishi's work. Now it's time to learn how to play the fingerings on your cello for the theme to My Neighbor Totoro. I invite you to consider playing the C major pentatonic. It starts with the first, second, third degree, and then the fifth and sixth degree of the C major scale, which is a G and an A. You may certainly ascend on the A string if you so wish. It's going to help put it in your ear, the sound of this wonderful tune. So without further ado, let's get into the fingerings. As always, my wonderful NS Design teaching cello. It's an electric cello. For those of you out there who don't like electric cellos, you can certainly invite yourself to go to another video, but I love using this instrument. No, seriously, this is a great instrument, and it's great for teaching online videos like this one. Like, share, subscribe. Right, first position ends with these three dots. Fourth position begins with these three dots here. That is the harmonic A, which will be used with the fifth position in this piece. So now let's get to it. We begin in the fourth position with this piece. 4, 1, 4, crossing to the D string, and then coming back to the lower third position. That's measure 3 and measure 4. Continuing with my fancy fingering, it's a 4, 1, so it's the F, the D, and then making an extension to the B natural on the D string. That's what the Roman numeral 2 means. And then dropping the third finger on the F natural, dropping your second on the E natural, and then sliding back to either first position, 2 for the C. I optioned for the 1, which will be explained later. Hence the reason it is in parentheses. Measure 11 starts in the first position. I'll demonstrate that for you. Then in the first position, measure 11, shifting to the fourth position, it will be changing from the first and the fourth position from rehearsal A, which is measure 11, to rehearsal B, which is measure 19. So starting here on A, it is 2, 1, 2, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, sliding to the fourth position, 1 on the E natural. Staying there for the F, E, sliding back 4, 2. You can certainly use any other position. I option to keep it simple in the first and fourth, sliding back up to the F natural 2, 1 sliding back, 4, 2, 2, 4. Continuing at rehearsal B, measure 19, it's 2, 1, 2, 4, first position. Same as 2, 1, and 21, sliding to fourth position, G natural. And then I optioned to go directly to the lower third position in measure 23 because it was more confident for me. You can certainly stay in fourth and then shift back. So what I've written is 4 on the F natural, then 4, 3, 1, 4, and then following a 1, 3, 4 there in measure 24, going directly to the extended second position in measure 25, 4, 4, 4, 2, 1, 4, that is an E, 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 D, C, E, and then optioning to the first position once again, using the open A, going way up back here to the fourth position, end of 28, 29, and then going once again between the first and the fourth position into rehearsal C31, repeating the same motif as you have done before. You'll notice there in measure 34, I optioned for the C natural with the 1. So I'll end there and I'll play it slowly for you so you understand these fingerings. Fourth. First. Fourth. First. Rehearsal B, measure 19. G, lower third position. Half back, stretch the index finger back. Shoot up to the fourth position. And then right to the first position, then to the fourth position. Now the reason I opted for the C natural 1, lower second position, is because you want to land that A flat as confident as possible. And you go directly to the fourth position at the end of 35, F, E, G, C, crossing over to the second string, back to the first string, E, then measure 37, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, first, 2, 4. And then repeating the same motif, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, into rehearsal D, measure 39. Lower third, as usual, 41. Same, 4, 1, extended 4, 3, 2, sliding back to the index finger on the C natural, lower second position. And then we option an extended fifth position. You don't have to do that. You can use a harmonic if you wish. But if you want to challenge yourself, make your chicken foot. And then here comes by far the most challenging part, finger-wise of the piece. And that's a really quick jump into the fifth position. Here into measure 45. That's the C on the D, back. Second time you shift to the second finger on the C, stretch that third finger, and then shifting quickly back to the lower third position. That is in measure 47, shifting to the lower third position, G, and then F, E, D, E, then C natural, second finger. And you have to wait for it. She takes time. And then you continue on your roadmap as usual. And that's it. That is how you play the theme from My Neighbor Totoro, a 1988 film from Studio Ghibli and the wonderful pen of Joe Hisaishi. And I'm thank you very much for spending your time with me here on the channel learning how to play this beautiful modern tune. So please like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and stick around a little bit longer because we're going to have a lot more fun playing these beautiful themes from the wonderful world of Studio Ghibli. So wherever you are in the world, this is me, Jonathan, wishing you a good morning, good day, good evening, and good night. And I hope you enjoy every single minute and moment of this wonderful journey of music discovery.